No more excuses. Here's how to show up every day. Jocko, Willink. In a world that celebrates excuses more than execution, entrepreneurs, business owners, and investors face a daily battle to rise above the noise and deliver results. Excuses are the comfortable cushion that soothes the sting of missed targets, while execution is the hard edge of progress and growth. This article draws inspiration from the relentless discipline of Jocko Willink to guide you on a journey from excuse-driven stagnation to consistent daily performance. You will discover why excuses hold you back, how to break the cycle, and practical steps to show up every day with unwavering commitment. Foundation and development of the problem. Success stories often gloss over the grunt work that happens before the spotlight, yet every achievement is built on the bedrock of daily small actions stacked over time. Entrepreneurs chase flashy ideas, business owners juggle operations, and investors weigh risks, but all too often the biggest obstacle is the voice inside that whispers reasons to delay or defer action. That voice thrives on comfort and certainty, but real growth demands discomfort and uncertainty. Excuses manifest in many forms. I do not have time. I lack the resources. I need perfect conditions. Tomorrow will be better. These justifications sound reasonable, but they are camouflage for fear of failure, fear of rejection, and fear of the unknown. In reality, they are the barriers that separate potential from performance. When you operate from a place of excuses, you tilt your energy toward justification rather than creation. You spend precious mental bandwidth rationalizing inaction instead of channeling that energy into solving problems, innovating, and delivering value. Excuses distort your perception of what is possible and create a false narrative that success requires perfect timing or ideal conditions. For entrepreneurs, excuses can mean missed sales windows, stalled product launches, and untapped market opportunities. For business owners, excuses can translate into bottlenecks in team performance, breakdowns in process, and a culture of complacency. For investors, excuses can lead to analysis paralysis, missed trades, and a portfolio that underperforms its potential. The real cost of excuses is measured not in the moments you skip, but in the compounding effect of every day you fail to show up. Each missed action is a lost opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow. Over weeks, months, and years, these lost days accumulate into a chasm between where you are and where you could have been. Solution to the problem. The antidote to excuses is simple, yet far from easy. It begins with a commitment to absolute ownership of your life, work, and results. Jocko Willink calls this extreme ownership the mindset that refuses to blame external factors or other people. It insists that every outcome is the result of your decisions and actions. 1. Embrace extreme ownership. Own every aspect of your journey from strategy to execution. When projects fall short or markets shift, own the role you play in both the successes and the setbacks. Shifting your mindset from victimhood to ownership transforms excuses into insights. 2. Establish unbreakable routines. Routines are the guardrails that keep your momentum on track. Start each day with a clear plan of prioritized tasks aligned to your highest value goals. Schedule time blocks for deep work, networking, and learning. Commit to showing up for these blocks regardless of how you feel. Over time, discipline replaces motivation as your primary driver. 3. Implement the 2-minute rule. When faced with a task that triggers hesitation, commit to spending just 2 minutes on it. Often the initial resistance dissolves once you start. 2 minutes of action can build momentum, propel you through the threshold of inertia, and lead to sustained effort. Cultivate a growth mindset, view obstacles as opportunities to learn, iterate, and improve. When you hit a setback, ask, what can I learn? How can I adjust? What new approach can I test tomorrow? I will show up with greater wisdom and resilience. This mindset transforms fear into fuel for continuous improvement. 5. Utilize accountability mechanisms. Partner with peers, mentors, or coaches who will hold you to your commitments. Share your daily or weekly goals and report your progress. Knowing someone else is watching your efforts creates an external pressure that strengthens your internal resolve. 6. Measure progress relentlessly. Define key performance indicators that reflect your most important goals. Track them daily, weekly, and monthly. Use data to reveal trends and uncover areas for adjustment. When you see the tangible impact of daily actions on your metrics, excuses lose their power. 7. Build a culture of no excuses. If you lead a team, communicate your expectation that excuses are unacceptable. Celebrate solutions and proactive problem solving. Model the behavior by confronting your own excuses transparently and demonstrating how you pivot to action. Culture follows leadership. 8. Leverage strategic preparation. Identify the tasks or events that trigger excuses and prepare for them in advance. If early mornings feel impossible, set out your workout gear the night before. If client calls feel daunting, script your key talking points ahead of time. Preparation reduces friction and makes execution inevitable. 9. Practice radical prioritization. Not all tasks are created equal. Use the Eisenhower framework to categorize activities by urgency and importance. Focus your energy on tasks that move the needle forward on your goals. When you prioritize, ruthlessly excuses around lower value tasks fall away. Point 10. Reinforce through rituals. Create rituals that signal the start and end of your most important work. A short mindfulness exercise before a trading session, a quick review of yesterday's wins before meeting with your team, or a brief visualization before pitching. A new idea can cement your focus and commitment. Rituals anchor discipline. Adopting these principles will not eliminate discomfort, but it will channel it into consistent action. Over time, showing up every day becomes not just possible, but inevitable conclusions. Excuses are the silent killers of progress and potential. They lurk in our thoughts, mislead our energy, and fragment our focus. The path to extraordinary results passes through the discipline to show up every single day, regardless of circumstances or mood. Drawing from the ethos of Jocko Willink, extreme ownership, unbreakable routines and relentless measurement form the pillars of a no-excuses life. By embracing ownership, you reclaim control over your outcomes. By building routines and rituals, you insulate your performance from the vagaries of motivation. By measuring progress and seeking accountability, you ensure that momentum becomes your default state. The journey demands discomfort and perseverance. Yet every step forward compounds into transformative growth. Showing up consistently yields exponential returns in credibility, influence, and wealth creation. It builds character, forges resilience, and signals to the world that you are not just a dreamer, but a doer. If you are ready to banish excuses and commit to showing up every day, subscribe to this channel to receive weekly insights on discipline, leadership, and growth. Comment below to share your biggest obstacle to consistency. Like this article if you found value in these principles, and share with your network to inspire other entrepreneurs, business owners, and investors to adopt a no excuses mindset.